Hi, this is Shoptalk. I'm Chiki Roapuno. If you are on the lookout for business opportunities, then franchising may be the way to go. And to guide you in choosing the right business to franchise, the Philippine Franchise Association is hosting the 18th Philippine International Franchise Conference and Expo, and that is happening next month from July 14th to the 18th at the SMX Convention Center. And here to give us tips on what to look for in a franchise, we are joined by two franchisees, Waldo Abad Santos and Jojo Makua. Waldo is a franchisee of 7-Eleven and he has 3 stores right now, while Jojo is a franchisee of the Generics Pharmacy and he has 8 branches. Wow, ang dami na. Jojo and Waldo. Yeah, this is a different take. We usually have the franchisors here. So now today we want to hear from the franchisees. For those who are thinking of getting a franchise themselves, you're going to share with them the lessons that you've learned along the way, the many things that you found out, that you discovered. First, we'll get your backgrounds kasi cute yung mga background yun. Si Jojo, nanggaling ka sa Japan eh. Yeah. You spent a lot of time there. Yeah, sige, tell us a little bit about what it was like 5 years ago before you got your first franchise.
Before going to Japan, I was a medical representative, a med rep from a multinational company. And then 5 years after I resigned, I went to Japan to join my wife, who is on scholarship. And then I worked there as a public school teacher, assistant language teacher in Japan. And then while in Japan, I told myself that upon coming back to Philippines, and I want to put up a business. That's why I think my business now is made in Japan. Shall I say?
Basta alam mo na eventually you wanted to have your own business. That's something that you knew you were going to do. And it turns out, related din naman. You were a med rep beforehand. Yes. A little bit related din naman what you were doing before you ended up with 7-Eleven franchises.
That's right. I was with sales and trade marketing at 3 fast-moving consumer goods companies, Gillette, Pfizer, and Wyeth. So that's my background. I understand the retail operations very well. I was calling on the likes of Shumart Supermarket, Rustan Supermarket. So it's a business I understand, or it's an industry I understand.
Because it turns out, Waldo, that's the best thing pala. If you're going to go into a franchise, if you're going to look for a franchise, look for something that you're already familiar with.
That's right.
Completely alien to you. Diba? And interested in, I guess.
Yeah, you move more quickly along the learning curve if you know, you get into an industry you understand, or you have a deep understanding on.
But you parang that sakop noon ang dami eh. You could have gone into any kind of business actually, because there's so many that was related to your field. So why 7-Eleven?
Well, me, I wanted to. Well, I was with Gillette. They're #1 shaving company. Pfizer, we were #1 for on mouthwash. I was with the consumer health care group. And then on Wyeth, we were #1, or we are #1 in nutritionals or infant formula milk. So I wanted to partner with the #1 franchise business in retailing. So that's 7-Eleven, and they are the pioneer in modern convenience retailing.
But necessarily, if you go straight to the #1 or the most popular in the field that you want to get into, sila ba ang pinakamahal na franchise automatically?
No, I don't think so. Not necessarily. I think the packages vary case-to-case basis depending on the site or on the opportunity you are presented with.
So it also depends on where you want to put your store.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Store size is a factor. Location is a factor. So total package will be determined by those factors.
I didn't know that you can actually play with those different factors. I thought that they were all givens. Hindi pala, not in 7-Eleven.
Not necessarily.
It can be as big or as small as you think is needed depending on where you are.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. What about for the generics pharmacy? Is it the same thing? Now you can pretty much adjust to your surroundings, to your clientele, and you know how many people there are in the area.
The 7-Eleven is how many years is 7-Eleven?
1982.
1982. Generics Pharmacy started in 2007. But it's a fast-rising franchise. We have now about 840 stores all over the Philippines.
Yeah, you have 8.
What's a good thing with the generics pharmacy is, just like 7-Eleven, we focus on the basic necessities, like for example, number one is medicine, and then the franchisor, the owner, Mr. Benjamin Lewson, his vision and mission is to provide a quality medicine at affordable price.
So,
And,
so granted na mas mura ang gamot dito
Opo.
kesa dun sa the bigger chains that we all know.
Definitely. Yes. Yes,
But
ma'am.
then there might be a particular brand that you're used to. You won't find it at the generics pharmacy, also, no?
Yes, ma'am. There are brands that you can find at generics pharmacy at a lower cost. But right now, ma'am, the focus of the generics pharmacy is to have our own house brands, which but manufactured by known manufacturing industry. A company like one of our suppliers are Sandoz. We have
Okay.
the Hovid.
What other countries carry the generics?
It's only Philippines for now.
Ah, ganun.
Yeah, it's
Dito nag-umpisa.
the generics pharmacy is made in the Philippines.
I
It's
see.
started in the Philippines by
And that
Mr.
would-
Benjamin Lewson.
I guess that would also mean that the franchise fees, for example, would be a little more affordable than, say, an international name like 7-Eleven. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes,
We were talking.
you were talking
a while
about
ago,
it
yes.
earlier.
Oo.
But maybe because they are a bit older than us, that's why
Also, no?
there's a premium for
Right.
that price. So.
There's a premium, and there are also advantages. It's already a known name,
Yeah.
you know,
Established,
kilala na,
yeah.
established.
Yeah, with the generics pharmacy, what's good with the generics pharmacy? Started 3 years ago, but the owner is very aggressive. Yet his aggressiveness, it returns the ROI for the franchises was very good, especially for those who some of our franchises now have 10 branches, 20 branches, 30 branches.
Yung sa'yo, 8 na, no?
Yeah, started with one.
Pero ito tanong ko
first
sa'yo,
branch.
Jojo. You knew
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you wanted to get into your own business, to have your own business coming back from Japan. But why franchise? Why did you think of opening up an original, something that you thought out, something that you thought of, or a restaurant? Or
Yes.
Why franchising?
Actually, there are a million reasons why franchise. But before going, before ka magtayo ng business, of course, you want to study, analyze what business you want. So with franchise, I think I have 4 factors in because there are a lot of factors why choosing franchise. I think one, I found my interest.
Okay.
There's passion in there. So I studied the product they're selling, and I think it's a very good product. Number 2, when it comes to franchise, when you found a good franchisor, the second factor is you have a good location. If you can find a good location, then it will be it's very crucial in putting up a business. And number 3 factor for me why choosing a franchise is it's been there's already a system na.
Oo.
So you just
Hindi ka na mag-iisip, halos, no?
You just have to follow the system, and then the franchisor, you may call it the big brother. So the franchisor is always there to assist you, and they have the system na put in place on they can give you
Pati sa marketing, I'm sure they can assist you, diba?
Yes.
So you said, so there's the
Local
interest, and then there's already the system that's
Yes, ma'am.
put in place, and then you want to add, what about the things that you considered? Why you decided, rather than opening Waldo's convenience store, you went with 7-Eleven?
Well, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. That's my answer there. But I didn't want to do it alone. So the thing with franchising is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So that's the good thing there. No, help is on hand at every stage, from launch and marketing support till up till the day-to-day activities. No.
So you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah,
kumbaga.
exactly.
Alam
And
mo na.
it actually improves the success rate because 2 heads are better than 1. No, you're in partnership with a franchisor who has the know-how, and you as a franchisee, you should possess the know-who, meaning you have a deep understanding of the
That's
market.
a good way to put it.
Oo.
Yeah.
So you know the customers, you know the market. So knowing the marketing's 4 Ps would be very critical. No? Secondly, you minimize risk. No?